With AV over IP, you can have dozens or even hundreds of sources and displays working together. Because everything travels over the network, any source can go to any display or even multiple displays at the same time. So you have complete freedom when it comes to routing signals. Scaling is just as simple. AV over IP basically grows as your needs grow. Once your network is set up, adding new sources or displays just means plugging additional endpoints into the network. So no extra steps, just plug and play. This ability to scale so easily also lowers the cost per endpoint. With traditional AV, adding more sources or displays usually means investing in core hardware as well. I'm talking matrix switchers, video processors, extenders, and so on. These costs can add up quickly. With AV over IP, on the other hand, the network does the heavy lifting. So once it's set up, the only thing you invest in is additional endpoints. So the larger your system grows, the more cost-effective it becomes. Now, let's talk cabling. If you ever worked on traditional AV projects, you know it's far more complicated than just running HDMI cables. In practice, you're dealing with a whole mix of connections. Power cables to keep devices running, audio and video connections, control cables for the control system, network cabling for data, and sometimes even USB for peripherals. Now, contrast that with AV over IP. Instead of running 5 or 6 different connections, everything is combined into a single Ethernet cable. It carries audio, video, control signals, network data, USB peripherals, and even power thanks to PoE technology. And the best part is that each of these signals can be routed independently. So forget about a mess, one cable does all the work. With WyreStorm's NHD system, you can also get creative with your display setups. So you can combine multiple displays into one large screen or arrange them in a custom mosaic layout. You can also show multiple sources on a single display. These setups, by the way, are called video walls and multiview, and we'll explore them later on. There's also ease of use. WyreStorm's NHD system includes built-in control, so there's no need for a third-party control system. Everything can be managed directly from a tablet or a PC. That said, if you do prefer to use a control system, we got you covered. We offer pre-built drivers for the most popular platforms, including Crestron, QSys, Control4, RTI, AMX, and others. And for maximum compatibility, NetworkHD also supports open RESTful API, allowing you to control your project with any control system using simple API commands. Beyond just control, the NHD system is designed to work seamlessly with today's most popular technologies. So it supports Dante, AES67, and NDI, giving you maximum compatibility across the system. There's also WyreStorm's Sigma Cloud platform. It lets you manage your projects remotely over the cloud with nothing more than a laptop and an internet connection. So no more driving across the town just to handle a firmware update. With Sigma Cloud, you can check device status, tweak settings, push firmware updates, and even access device dashboards directly, giving you full control wherever you are. And yes, it's completely free, by the way. Speaking of platforms, I have to mention this one as well. We have a single page for all WyreStorm resources you could ever need. It's called the Support Hub. Here you'll find guides and tutorials, documentation, firmware updates, APIs, control drivers, and more. Just head over to support.wyrestorm.com and start exploring. You definitely want to bookmark this page, actually. As you can imagine, AV over IP is used in all kinds of environments. It's basically everywhere. Offices use it for conference rooms and digital signage. Schools rely on it for classrooms and lectures. Hospitals use it for telemedicine and training. And government facilities use it in command centers and simulators. Broadcasters depend on it for live production. You also see it in stadiums, arenas, and even churches for streaming. Hotels, casinos, and cruise ships use it for entertainment. Retail stores for signage, and airports and train stations use it to guide travelers. Because of this, the size and scope of AV over IP can vary wildly. Whether it's a small setup like a coffee shop or a massive one like an airport, it's still designed and managed within the same WyreStorm NHD ecosystem. Okay, so we covered a lot. Let's summarize everything we talked about so far. AV over IP simply means sending audio and video over the network. WyreStorm's solution is called NetworkHD, or NHD for short. It's flexible, it's scalable, future-proof. It's also cost-effective. Basically, the bigger your system grows, the more cost-effective it becomes. It replaces a pile of cables with a single Ethernet cable. You can also create layouts like video walls and multi-view, and we'll discuss those later on. You can control it easily, whether through built-in control or a third-party control system. It supports popular technologies like Dante and NDI. And you can even manage devices remotely through the Sigma Cloud platform. And the best of all, it works in any environment, from small coffee shops to massive airports. And that, in a nutshell, is what NetworkHD is all about.